190 all out for the Chennai Super Kings against Punjab Kings at the MA Chidambaram Stadium with two major highlights. Sam Curran's brilliant 88 of 47 balls gave the launchpad for CSK to go past 200. But the IPL GOAT, if you are looking at Indian bowlers, Chahal with yet another hat-trick in the IPL. 4 wickets in the 19th over, including a hat-trick, has meant that Chennai have not been able to bat out their overs and have been restricted to under 200. So, Sam Curran's 88, the highest by Chennai Super Kings batter this season, and Chahal's hat-trick. What a performance.
I just hope Rishabh Pant was watching this game and he saw that in the 18th over, Shreyas Iyer got a Chahal to bowl. And they had
instant MS Dhoni.
They had a Ravi Bishnoi who they didn't get to bowl. And what happened?
LSG lost that game.
In a season where CSK are struggling to win a single game, you gave them a win by just that simple. I mean, it's now become an open secret that... I think Chahal would consider himself very lucky. He wouldn't have gotten the over had MS Dhoni not been there. So MS Dhoni has played a major role in getting a hat-trick because of whom you got the chance. And I'm sure the captain's idea was only to ensure that you get MS out. But it's just that with an extension, he got multiple balls to bowl. With an extension, picked up 4 wickets in that over. With an extension, picked up a hat-trick. So I think Chahal, speaking to the media after the game, should thank MS.
Of course.
Because of him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have not got an over.
I mean, many of the Dhoni fans and many of the CSK fans would say, oh, this is the greatest 11 of 4 balls. I mean, the way how he hit that 6, danced down the track to Chahal, launched him over and Jadeja taking the catch.
It was a one-handed 6.
One-handed 6. He tried it next ball, got caught out in the deep.
Yeah.
So the greatest 11 of 4 balls ended there. But Yuzi's...
Nobody said it's the greatest 11 of 4 balls.
It was. I mean, the way how he hit that 6. Wow! Vintage MS Dhoni.
You believe in it or you're being sarcastic?
Sarcastic about
so then that's what I'm saying. It was not.
It wasn't. Why?
So who's saying it was?
Just look at social media, look at the CSK fans. Oh, that's 6. It'll be replayed over and over and over again.
But why do you look at social media? Social media is the one that is looking at conspiracy between a playful act between Kuldeep and Rinku Singh as well. Don't trust on social media.
I don't.
It's a wild place to be. Did you not see Sanjana Ganeshan's story as well?
Terrible. Then? Absolutely
don't
terrible.
Bother about it. And a lot of these faceless people just say anything they want. We come face to face, they'll never talk like that.
Correct. But that is the way it is. But
2 things have been proven in this game. One, bring on a spinner versus MS. More so if you have a leg spinner. And Chennai cannot bat to save their lives. And why is it that when the season is about to come to an end, some of the overseas players always produce a gem like a Sam Curran did today to ensure... It
almost felt like he was going to do that whole sport thing that Jadeja does. I'm sure there was a lot inside him and a few other players, not just in that team, but other foreigners as well who've not been able to make their point. For Sam Curran, that sword's been hanging for a long time now of not doing enough as an all-rounder. Forget all-rounder, one thing hasn't come out well for him, be it batting, be it bowling. So he's struggled. Not for one season now, but today what a splendid knock. It felt like he wasn't batting at Chepauk for a long time because the way that he was timing the ball, he wasn't muscling the ball. I don't know if he has that kind of muscle also to be able to just muscle the ball away, but today I saw a lot of timing from him and some very good strokes, some of them very classical, playing through the line, not being very adventurous. You could question if Shreyas should have gone for that 3rd over of Suryan Chedge, but Sam Curran, besides all those runs that he milled in that Suryansh over, looked good for all of those 88 runs.
I mean, what was the logic? That's where Shreyas Iyer lost it. In that middle over stages, Chennai should have gone to 210. 112 runs came in the middle overs. Bad power play, bad end. 30 for 6. Imagine in the death overs, yet you are at 190. That is the reason. And giving that over to Surya and Shedge made absolutely no sense. 22 runs were hit. And that is where I think it could still cost Punjab Kings the game. But remember, Punjab have chased a total in excess of 200 at Chepauk. I think it happened last year, if I'm not mistaken. They chased it down in a day game. So that's why CSK will be ruining the fact that they should have played out.
How do we
those
look
four
at this
balls.
total? It's on most days a good total to have at the Chepauk. But looking at the conditions today, does it look like an under par total, competitive, or over par? If those are the three categories.
I don't know. I think it's an over par total. I'd pick Punjab to win this game, but I don't think that this is the easiest pitch to bat on. I think what Sam Curran did was exceptional. But then that begs the question that where was this Sam Curran? If he was feeling the pressure, then where was this Sam Curran all throughout? I mean, some of these players needed to wake up. I think Devol Brevis is that one good player that they've got who's shown consistency. And again, it questions the collective wisdom of the people at the auction table and includes all teams, that nobody really went for him. And look how well he is doing. But I still think it'll be a tough, because they're using a black soil pitch here. It's not going to be very easy for batting, as you realize with everyone else other than a Sam Curran who just seemed like he was batting on a different pitch. The only thing that this makes it, I wouldn't have given too many teams a chance to chase this total. The only thing that makes it a 50-50 game for me is one, that Chennai bowling also hasn't really been outstanding, and secondly, Punjab's batting is their strength. So last game they got 200 plus, that game got washed out, and some of their batters were in form. So I think Shreyas Iyer is due for a few runs as well. They've done a good decision by dropping the two Australians in Stoinis and Glenn Maxwell. So at least you're not playing with one batter less, which you were in their case. So with that together, I think they've got their batting order sorted as well.
Shreyas should have his tail up. He's been playing very well away from home. I think there's been that just one match, which one I'm unable to recall, but just that one match in which he got a sub 50 total. Otherwise, he's managed a 50 in away games so far.
Against SRH he managed one. I think he got 93 if I'm not 89 or 93 if I'm not mistaken. Shreyas, yes, he's been doing well away from home, but it continues the trend now. Which team has done well in IPL 2025 at home? RCB have done bad, DC have done bad, CSK have done bad.
Now that I'm working on that story, they've lost 3 out of the 4
KKR have also done pretty poorly at home. There is no team that has done well at home in this IPL season. So that's why away is the way to go for PBKS. And that's why, see, they'll go by the fact that PBKS have actually done well against Chennai. So I feel this batting minus a Glenn Maxwell can really step up and do it.
I think it's the right kind of conditions today for a Noor. A Noor will really rejoice bowling in these conditions, because if right towards the end of the first innings, Chahal was getting the ball to grip a bit and making life difficult. That those last few overs gave me a sense that Noor, because he's got that variation where he can really vary his pace as well. Noor could be a really handy bowler to have today.
Who's the impact sub for Chennai? They might get in an Ashwin.
Ashwin. I'm going with Ashwin.
No, they've got an Anshul Kamboj, which they've been going to regularly.
No, but Anshul already has those, so he's the impact sub.
No, but Kamboj.
He's already,
He's already the impact
sub.
sub.
Already batted.
Yeah, so he's the impact
sub.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
He's
already there.
impact
That's
sub.
what I said, that Anshul is coming in that case there. Yeah, he's batted. So, of course, we didn't see him much because got bowled the very first ball that he faced. That's why he doesn't register. So he's come in, which means no Ashwin. And that's why I'm saying, maybe on a day like today, could have gone with an Ashwin, because you would have had your 3 fast bowlers in Pati Rana, you'd had Khalil, and you would have had a Sam Curran. In spinner, you've got 2 in a Jadeja as well as Noor.
You got Huda as the spin option.
No, he's not bowled. I don't know.
Huda today,
I mean, why is 1, 2, 3?
And now Ashanna is not even here in Delhi. He's gone back. He's collected his Padma Award. He's there in Chennai also. He's available for selection.
I doubt if there's any light at the end of the tunnel now for Deepak Huda. I'm making a big statement here, but I doubt if he'll be able to attract any interest in auctions going forward. And I don't see him getting retained by the franchise. And he's extremely lucky that way is for the kind of career that he's had. 100 plus T20s. At an average about 17-18, strike rate 120, 130. You've got to be lucky with those numbers to play 100
No,
T20s.
he had good IPL. I remember with Rajasthan, with Sunrisers. I think he had good with Lucknow also. To begin with, he was decent, and that's when he made that India breakthrough. But
that
since
was
that
22.
time, yeah, so from 22 to now, really underwhelmed. And I agree that probably not good enough to carry on for so long.
Look at that, 17.6 average, 127 strike
But then
rate.
Manish Pandey has
123.
carried on for so many seasons. Somebody finds a buyer, so maybe he'll think somebody will.
He
I don't
will
know.
not have a huge buy. He won't go in crores. Maybe he'll just go in just lakhs in the next auction if he's there. And I'm sure someone will pick him, but he won't be part of the side, the playing 11.
He's one of the sorry stories of the IPL for the last couple of years.
Rahul Tripathi, him.
And I was actually one of those who was backing him and was excited to see him go to Chennai Super Kings, which is now your unofficial place for revival in your career. It happened with the Shivam Dubey, it happened with so many other players as well. And Ajinkya Rahane managed to play a WTC final based on one season. So you thought that this will be, again, he's entering that territory where he will rediscover his form. But even entering that land of revival, he's not been able to do much good to his own career.
No, see, last, if you look at 2022, 451 at an average of 32 and 137 strike rate. That's how he made it into an Indian team. But ever since 2022 in that T20 World Cup and after the New Zealand tour, just fallen off a cliff.
The same can be said about Ashwin as well. Yeah. He's not getting a game for a long time now.
I mean, with
What is the future role for him?
With
I
Chennai,
think
it is no
this-
surprise with a 9 crore plus buy not getting a game. It happened with Krishnappa Gautam. It's happening with...
9.75, I think.
Yeah, and he's got 9.25 if I'm not mistaken, Ashwin, in the auction. 9 as 7 is Thala for a reason. 9 is a curse for
I
people.
can't
in
remember
Chennai.
which game, but even Thala got it wrong by playing him in the power play. And that proved to be very expensive. I can't remember which match it was. Just 2 matches back from this one, I think it was. But yeah, you thought that, Ravi Ashwin, based on what he'd said in Australia when he announced his retirement, that he feels he's got more to give to this sport and there's more left in him. I thought, and Ashwin doesn't make these sweeping statements otherwise, or the subtle statements also, if there was any subtlety over there. But I felt that, he's going to be really making waves and putting in impressive performances. That unpredictability about Chepauk added to that, the captaincy changes as well. I don't know if all of that resulted in him not being utilized well, or was it just down to personal form being a concern?
Somewhere down the line, I think whatever he thought, it is falling to pieces. It's not planning out the way how he wanted to. You're not picked him. 9.75 crores should be you should slot him, right, in any game. But no. It's
Chennai
slowly
had
going
given
away.
a lot of money to Daryl Mitchell as well. Na?
14 crores.
Yeah.
Stoke 16.25. Whenever they have gone big,
But
they have
these
never
guys weren't playing all matches, were they?
No. Mitchell played a fair majority of them.
Okay, we'll come back after the innings, but quick predictions. What do you reckon?
I think Chennai have just about had enough. I think they will just squeak through.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have that headline today of any franchise becoming the first one to be eliminated.
I also think like that I think Chennai have enough.
Also, the interest remains. I'm talking purely in terms of interest. Mathematically, all teams being alive, that the slugfest for the top 4 remains. So for that, you need Chennai to win today.
Pranit Datta says poor captaincy by Shreyas not bowling his spinners. I think Harshit mentioned that as well.
Yep. Miraj rules from Sam Singh Curran to Sam Karanna. Nice one, Miraj. Karanna.
Okay, see you guys post match. Look forward to your company then. Bye bye. I hope it's whatever it is. It's a close game, a nail biter. I hope.
Yeah.
We do that as well.
Yeah.
Especially in Chepauk.
And they'll be due for sure. We're due that, and they're 100% going to be due, which will make it tough for Chennai.
But unfortunately, you can't get a live due test done today.
But I know that there was due last time also, last game that they played at Chepauk. It's going to be there.
It will be there. Chalo. See you for the lengthy post-match debate. Bye-bye.